Hey guys, Kathy Richards, RD, hopping on. So it's been a hot minute since I've been on to do some training. Tonight I thought I would hop on and talk to you about reframing things and sometimes like reframing the story that might be running in your mind. So I'll give you an example of how we see things. If you're into the law of attraction, you'll know what we think about, we bring about, right? So how we see things can shift what's happening in our reality. And I was actually inspired to do this. I just picked up a message in Basecamp from a support that I have for my business. And they were saying, they were giving me some encouragement because as usual, there's stuff happening, life's happening all the time, right? But also saying like they were using me as an example of someone that was inspirational despite having so many challenges. So then it prompted me to think, oh, I could share what happened yesterday. I can't give all the details, but I can share that I reframed it. So in the last few weeks, I had to suddenly fly home to be with my kids. They needed me. That's it, short and sweet. But in that process, I had to do some hard things. So I had to make some hard phone calls, reach out for some support. I had to wrap myself in connection, so family time. So I took my kids to visit my family, and that was helping the process. And then yesterday, after I thought I'd kind of been through the worst of this situation, had to have someone come and speak with me and speak with the kids, and hard things got talked about. Then I had to take that situation and present it to a very volatile person in a way that doesn't add to their volatility. So what I want to say is in reframing, so to take it from a negative. So if you're thinking something negative about like you can't lose weight, or you want to get better sleep, or you want to get better energy, or you want to exercise and you're not able to get yourself to that place where you're even going outside to exercise, and that's okay. That's okay. I've been there. It's hard. Sometimes it's hard to get ourselves motivated to leave the house, especially in these times of, lockdowns and everything. When we can go outside, sometimes it feels like discombobulated, right? Going outside feels like, whoa, some big feat. So what I would say is reframe how things are working for you. Okay. So in this specific situation, instead of framing it as something negative, something that we never thought we would need, I reframed it for myself and my kids as getting help. We're asking for people to help us. And there's lots of stigmas associated with the help that I reached out for. But in reframing the story from being a negative thing, that something bad is happening, just look at all the help that we have available. Look at the help we can reach out to. Look at that great person that came to help us. Weren't they so helpful? And we've got this other person that's going to be able to help us too. And then even taking that big kind of hard thing to discuss with someone that's not the easiest person to discuss it with, I also framed it as this is helping. This situation shows that there needs to be some help. This is a way to get help. This is a good thing. This is not how we thought it would come about, but it's a good thing in the end to get help. So it's kind of like someone getting a new diagnosis, for example, maybe of diabetes or something. And that is like the motivation, or that's the change, or that's the trigger for them to finally step up and be able to make some of those health changes that they want. And then, they might be in contact with me, and then we go from there, right? So it's taking something that we can see as bad, like a diagnosis, but we can also see it as good. Okay. So, me coming back to Ontario when I thought I would be in another province supporting someone, I reframe that as, okay, the universe is giving me some extra time. I need this time in this space, and the universe is saying, here, have it. Your kids are on vacation. You're technically not working right now. Take this space and use that space, right? So we can always reframe things that happen. You can reframe them and look for what you're getting from it. And it might just be calmness. It might just be space. It might just be some time. I'm actually going back into my work tomorrow because I feel like that will be the space that I still have space, right? So going back in to do some work actually kind of lights me up and gives me some energy. But yeah, I wanted to talk about reframing the story. That's what my friend was speaking with her partner about as they were out walking, that like things are happening for us, right? Not to us. Okay. So in the last 2 years, there could be a lot of things that I could think about have happened to me, but I'm going to think about they're happening for me. Okay. So for an example, my fan broke. I had a fan in the top hallway of my house, extreme heat, like heat warnings for the last week. So when that fan's not on, the humid air just sits up there. So instead of looking at it like that fan's not working, why is this always happening to me? I think that's like the last appliance I could possibly get replaced. Everything in the house. I've got a new dishwasher, new toilet, washing machine, dryer, and now that. So hopefully there's nothing else to get replaced. But I could also think about it as now there's a fan that's way better. It's a lot quieter. It has a remote to turn the light on and off. And yeah, I up-leveled with a new fan, basically. But I had to sit in that heat for a few days before that fan came in. So there's always a way to reframe that story. Like giving up something for elimination diet, for example. I've worked with a few clients in the last couple of months on big elimination diets. They're not fun. But giving up that food to feel better and having that pain, short-term pain for long-term gain, is again reframing that story, right? So that's what I want you guys to think about. Think about what you're kind of seeing in a negative view and how you can flip it. If you need help, put a comment below. Reach out to me in my DMs. I'd like to help you reframe and flip that story because there's usually something good coming out of what's happening. It's just hard to see it in the moment. All right. I hope you guys are well, and I will see you soon. Bye.